Welcome to Leading Edge Consulting and to our evaluation of the Walt Disney Company. We took a look at environmental and diversity issues that the Walt Disney Company faces and how they are dealing with these challenges. The Walt Disney Company was originally founded by brothers Walt and Roy Disney on October 16, 1923. The company was initially named the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio, primarily for the fact that the two brothers first started out making short cartoon segments. Though both brothers sat as co-chairmen for the company, Walt soon stepped down as a co-chair in order to handle more of the visionary and creative aspects of the company, leaving his brother Roy to handle the business aspect of the company. In 1986, it was Walt's nephew who changed the name of the company to the current title which it is, the Walt Disney Company, due to the fact that Walt was the overall mastermind and creative brains to the vision of the company since its inception. There are currently no Disney family members still working for or under the Disney name in the company. The Walt Disney Company is broken up into 5 different areas of operation: Disney Media Group, Parks and Resorts, Walt Disney Studios, Disney Consumer Products, and Disney Interactive. Disney Media Groups are responsible for television, radio broadcasting, book publishing, and online media such as Disney.com. Parks and Resorts manages the day-to-day as well as future operations throughout the 5 worldwide locations, including 11 theme parks and 43 resorts spread throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. A 6th location is currently under construction in Shanghai and is currently set to open in 2015. Walt Disney Studios, which was the foundation of the Walt Disney Company, started as just a small cartoon studio and has evolved over the last 85 years to include movies, music, and stage theater. The studio also releases films under different banners they have acquired through buying other film studios, to include Pixar, Marvel Studios, Touchstone, and DreamWorks, to name a few. They also have recently purchased Lucasfilms for a staggering $4.04 billion and are set to release the next installment of the Star Wars saga, Star Wars 7. Disney Consumer Products, as well as their affiliates, handle the task of extending the Disney brand name to merchandise for all aspects of life: toys, home decor, and books are merchandise through franchise-based licensing, thus getting the Disney name out there on every product attainable outside of film and music. Disney Interactive, which started in 2008, is the 5th and final area of operation, concentrating on the technological side of things. Through entertainment for children and their families, they have made this possible through Disney websites, Blockbuster Mobile, social and console games, and online virtual worlds. Disney Online was the #1 ranked website for children and families in 2012. In 2005, Bob Iger was given the daunting task of turning the Walt Disney Company around in order to stay profitable, not only in the present, but for the future as well. He has done this through shutting down or merging aspects of the company that are no longer bringing in revenue, as well as business acquisitions like buying Lucasfilms and other production companies. Since appointed as CEO, every year since 2005, Disney has not only managed to turn a profit, but every year since then, they continue to have the most profitable year in history. Though the Walt Disney Company headquarters is located in Burbank, California, they have managed to employ more than 166,000 people worldwide, from film and music production crew to character actors working in their theme parks. And in 2012, the Walt Disney Company managed to bring in a total gross revenue of more than $42 billion, but had an operational cost of approximately $36 billion, leaving a 2012 total net profit of just a little over $6 billion. Disney manages to grow both domestically as well as globally, offering such services as vacation attractions, retail stores, music and movie entertainment, to even cruise ship vacations. This company, as long as they keep the right people in the right positions, will continue to stay profitable, as well as put out a product that is worth the price for the experience in the end. Disney property covers a very large area, so the organization's management teams have many challenges that they have to face in dealing with issues that can harm the environment. The management team at Disney is aware of the importance of making sure that the environment is safe, so they are willing to make sure that that happens no matter what the cost may be. Greenhouse gas, lack of natural resources, threats to the ecosystems, biodiversity, and harmful pesticides are all challenges that Disney management is aware of that can harm our environment. To assure that park goers are safe and that the environment is protected, Disney has implemented many plans and procedures. The strategies that Disney has taken are creating a climate solutions fund, The money from this fund is used around the world in an attempt to lower greenhouse gas emissions. Recycling programs have also been put into place so that construction material can be reused and recycling cans put around the park so that park goers can dispose of their trash properly. Disney put a Disney Green team in place to help with getting out the word about how important it is to protect our environment. Our team would recommend that the Disney management team continue to use the resources to protect our environment. One issue that stood out is that Disney does not explain what type of pesticides they use to get rid of insects. This is important because pesticides could be harmful to humans and animals. When harmful or toxin pesticides are used, it can be harmful to small children. Our team would like to provide Disney with documentation in the effects of toxin on small children and how harmful it is for them. Also, harmful pesticides can get into our water systems and pollute our air. As we understand that Disney has to take an approach to stop pests, our team will recommend that they make all attempts that natural or non-toxin pesticides are used. The Walt Disney Company has experienced massive success with the integration of diversity within the workforce, products, and branding. The Disney workforce represents a wide array of nationalities, cultures, and communities. Incorporating these diverse groups into the Disney workforce helps Disney patrons and consumers globally feel welcomed and included, whether in the park, purchasing Disney viewing materials, or purchasing products. This diverse culture strengthens the company's scope of people reached globally and produces more revenue by catering to all communities. Employing this diverse workforce helps encourage creative thought amongst employees by continuously exposing them to new backgrounds and ideas. This creative thought also ensures that Disney is always producing new materials or merchandise to keep its diverse audience engaged. In 2008, Disney was listed in Diversity Inc.'s Top 50 Companies for Diversity. That same year, the Disney Corporate Responsibility Report illustrated that 40% of Disney's U.S.-based employees were minorities, 48% of new hires were minorities, and that management consisted of 21% minorities. These figures illustrate that Disney is devoted to diversity awareness and acceptance, and their workforce is reflective of that. Much of Disney's success can be attributed to the brand's stance on diversity. While embracing diversity, Disney must also manage conflict that may arise from blending such a diverse workforce. Differing opinions and views may present themselves while such varied communities and ethnicities work together. Disney has created 2 programs to encourage workplace diversity and address conflict. According to the company, Disney has placed a diversity leadership board at each of its sites that acts as counsel to raise diversity awareness and discuss any issues related to diversity. This board is comprised of Disney executives and also discusses inclusion strategies. On location, Disney Parks and Resorts also promote a similar diversity training program called Diversity Resource Groups. These groups are comprised of cast members and Imagineers. This group also provides enrichment, awareness, and diversity education to the organization. Both groups contribute diversity feedback and insight to Disney regarding products and services still in the development stage based on diversity acceptance. These boards also ensure that Disney is keeping with its stance on diversity and following inclusion procedures. The implementation of the Diversity Leadership Advisory Board and the Diversity Resource Group ensures that Disney's governing bodies control diversity conflict. These teams handle diversity conflict in a fair, unbiased manner and work to protect all communities and raise diversity awareness. Presently, Disney has excellent programs in place to control diversity conflict, and it is difficult to recommend any changes to its programs or procedures. Leading Edge Consulting hopes that you have enjoyed our presentation. Here is a list of references from which we gathered our research. Thank you.